555. Come in. Come on. I've got intel. Recon is afoot. Just giving it a hot minute for the notification to notify the big cats so we can assemble to have this little tete-a-tete. Yes, baby. The drama magnets are afoot, big cat, but they must find you what? Right at the point of I'm not having it blood and deep in obstrepery blood. Yeah, ha ha. We are backing them off by our energy alone, darling dear. They need to know that you are not the one, and today is not the day, especially when there's a D in it. Fist bump. The planetary energies are, big cat. Mercury in Sagittarius squares Jupiter in Pisces. It's difficult to trust anyone today. Listen, I'm not trying to turn you into hermits again, but big cat, I know you ambivert, me ambivert. This why we're besties. Pinkies up. But we have to go outside into public sometimes, okay? Not just to kick ass and take names and eat the wounded. No, big cat, we've got to mingle. How else are we going to get our intel? Fist bump. Law 18 of the 48 laws of power. Full-on isolation is dangerous to a big cat. Anyhow, let's carry on with the planetary energies. Like I said, Mercury in Sagittarius squares Jupiter in Pisces. It's proper difficult to trust anyone today. People may be operating with ulterior motives. Now, if I heard a door slam, somebody scream, what? Who? Where? Listen, big cat. This is not the time to reach for your Harry Potter cloak of invisibility. You must be loud and proud. Why? You've got nay. You've got nay. Free go-to moves. You've watched my Don't Get Smoked video, so you understand light kung fu and self-defense. Okay? Okay. We're not having any physical altercations. Oh my gosh. If my arm went weak from what it would have to deal out, darling dear. I told you, big cat, we got the jazz hands because we know what's going on. Anyhow, let's carry on with the planetary energies. You must be realistic to avoid manipulation, being twisted around by someone with ulterior motives. Don't allow it, big cat. Don't allow it. How do you spot it? You take a deep breath, because you have to remember every room we enter, big cat, we enter it with our shoulders back, our heads held high, as though God called us in, as though God had said, favorite child, go into this room. This is how you gotta walk, big cat. You gotta walk with some swagger. I told you. Right? Because they can tell who is a mark and who's not. When you're walking down the road, this is the truth, big cat. You must walk with your head up. Don't be on your phones, right? Finding shit. You don't need to find nothing. You need to find your way back to where you need to be safely. You must walk with your head up, shoulders back, and you make sure you square everybody in the eye. I don't mean give them the eyes, give it to them through your eye chakras. No, you make them know that you saw them, right? And you walk with not a quick stride, a medium stride, shoulders back, head up, and you get them in the eye chakra to let them know that you've seen them. And it makes them think and ponder whether, shall I bother this? No, blood, you don't want no bothery, right? So shoulders back, head up, right? And you get everybody in the eye chakra. And you pay attention to what's going on behind you. Don't just walk and don't know what's behind you, big cat. That's foolishness. And that's inviting what? Drama.com. Right, what else is going on? Mercury enters Capricorn, the 10th house of your career, darling dears. With Mercury there, your cranium is going to be right up there with the innovative ideas as inspiration, right, is poured into you today, big cat. So let it pour into you, yeah? Make sure that you take a deep breath and you be in receiving, receptive mode. Okay. Yes, baby. Mercury is in Capricorn and it's gonna stay there, bruh. Mercury now come out of Capricorn till 2023, blood. Mercury's just lingering. Why? As it buffs up our cranium, darling dears, gives us the rational mind, right? Gives us all of the signs and the signals, prompts us to take short journeys here, there, and everywhere, gathering more intel, right? Creating associations. Mercury's lingering in Capricorn, right? Like this. Like, yeah, go on. Have a lovely time, yeah? Because I'm going straight into retrograde. Yes, baby. Mercury's not leaving Capricorn. It starts its retrograde on the 29th of December, blood. And it's going to keep what? Bending over and busting it wide until January the 18th, darling dear. The 18th. So remember, where's my shit naive? Nothing like a big cat to start before it's time. This is your survival kit for Mercury retrograde. Screenshot it and read it at your leisure or leisure. Right. Yeah, Mercury fit me. Listen, I'm not going to cuss Mercury, right? Because Mercury will come back and get me, right? And I don't want Mercury retrograde to get me by my proverbial nutsack. Because I ain't really got one. But baby, sometimes I've got to adjust mine, mate. Especially when they're trying to start drama.com, big cat. Follow the bouncing ball. No. Yeah, like I said, Mercury's kicking up and cutting its 10. Cutting its 10 is a Jamaican terminology for when you stretch out your legs and cross them at the ankle. Mercury's going to be cutting its 10 in Capricorn. So be very careful. Be mindful of the intel that you're getting. But remember, the pre-shadow starts 2 weeks before, blood, right? So you expect your mechanicals, right? People breaking down and going popping off, mate. And they want to bring the drama to you, big cat. Their ego has been offended. And you are the person they must bring down. They must take you down, big cat. Don't allow it. Because I can't be there when you cross the road. Anyhow, let's carry on with the planetary energies. Yes, baby. Because Mercury is prolonging itself in Capricorn, darling dear, communications will be somber but practical as we focus on business, career, and other pressing responsibilities, right? And you're like, Case, what are the listen, big cat, we've all got different paradigms here, and you must prioritize your responsibilities, as did I. My biggest responsibility yesterday was to acquire as many honeydew melons as I could and get it chopped up and put into baggies. At big cat chunk bite size. But anyway, like I said, I'm talking too much about me. Let's carry on. We also have what? You feeling more compelled to say exactly what's on your mind. Baby! Right. Okay then. Let me just say, yes, your opinion is needed. Yes, your opinion is valid. Why? You're wise, big cat. But sometimes you got to taste the words before you release them, right? Because I told you, not everybody's going to be able to take it, and they're going to try and wrestle you to the ground, big cat. Do you want to be wrestled to the ground? Have your clothes pulled all about, right? Have somebody stretching their fingers across your throat chakras? No, blood. Taste the words, yeah? Taste the words. And not everything deserves a comment. Your body language alone will let you know that you don't see what they're saying, right? You don't see it. Also, big cat, the skullduggerous moon is entering Gemini. Again, we're back talking about Mercury. Listen, Mercury, don't pick on me, right? I'm just the pointer, the deliverer of intel. It's up to them to research and find out she's naive. Mercury's in Gemini. Gemini is what? The house of siblings and neighbors. I already done the VT on that, darling dear. The one straight from the crevice of the devil's balls, darling dears. I know, it was this and that. Anyhow, right? The skullduggerous moon is in Gemini, right? There can be extra mental energy. Yes, baby. Extra mental energy is the operative words. And you may try to express yourself more openly. What did I just say, blood? Big cat, I told you, taste the words before you put it out there. Because not everybody's going to be in receptive mode. Some will be in what? Kill switch. right? And you don't want a kill switch. No, blood. However, as I said, taste your words before you release them onto the hemisphere, right? The Gemini moon can also bring pleasant surprises. Surprises? You better be careful if you listen. Don't sneak up on me, right? Because I'm in a rod throat punching season. I don't know why. My arms just go out at throat level, darling dear. I told you I've got the jazz hands. This is why I've got so many security cameras. People think it's for me to watch people from coming in and get... No, babe. It's to ensure that I haven't left the property in the night. To what? Seek revenge. I told you I don't want to do it. I don't. I would... Listen. Right, again I digress. I must carry on quickly at a hot trot. Stop telling you all my secrets. But we're besties. I have to share with you. Pinky's up. Anyhow, right. The Gemini moon can also come with surprises. Yes, yes, yes. So be open to blessings, darling dears. But remember to be present and enjoy the moments as they come. Why? Because drama magnets are afoot, as we call in the energies of wisdom, guidance and protection from Father God, Mother Isis, ancestors, angels, way showers and spiritual guides. From Keitha to Malkuth. Namaste. Energies. Up, big cat. I insist. Right. Let's press on at a hot trot, right? Because the drama magnets, which are afoot, darling dear, right? Because they're wicked and they're in their ego, which is not their amigo. And they're looking for someone to pick on, big cat. Big cat. They're looking for someone to pick on. I suggest you get your energies right before you step out your domicile. Let people see you and realize you are a force to be reckoned with. Shoulders back, head up. Looking everybody in the eye chakra, but not committing to what? An eye fight. You're not in for an eye fight today, darling dears. You're not fighting with your eye chakras. No, you're not staring anyone down, trying to bend their will. No, no, no. You keep it tight and right. Let them know they've been locked and keep it popping and fresh. Tinky winky styly with the slow, quick, slow. Yeah. There are times in life where all of us have been impacted by some form of drama. We've all been impacted, right? Some of us had to what? Dig our way out of the DNS. Had to look over my shoulder, the dark night of the soul, darling dear. We had to become the red light, green light champions. I always was of 79, but I forgot it, right? But I remember now, blood. I told you, we've got the memory of an elephant, just like the elephant in India that murked that lady twice. I can't say it enough. If you're tired of hearing it, click off, darling dear. I have to remind you how capable of a cat you are, darling dear. With all that drama in some shape or form. Drama you didn't see coming. Yes, baby. Drama that could not be avoided. Drama that had nothing to do with you. Yes, baby. Those that live to create chaos and confusion. We're going to talk about them today. See what they're trying to chuck at you as you what? Do the matrix. Yeah. Right. Let's see who's in the chat before we press on at a hot trot. I've got so many mices here. Right. I've got about 3 or 4 of them. Don't ask me why I need so many mouses. Right. I told you some things I've got to keep to myself. Yeah. Who's first in the chat? King Rodney, 1, 2, 3. Fist bump and a big cat wave. We've got QOH, Wagwan. Are you fabulous? Order a die. Pinky's up. Who's that, Trinice? Hello, Trinice. We've got Vibrant. Listen, low me blood and my tongue twist. Listen, your name is V-Ting. All right. Fist bump. You've got a new name. Who else is here? Because we've got to press on because I can be such a chatty cat. Ita McCarty, big cat wave. I also see and me. Wagwan. Fist bump. Are you fabulous, gorgeous and lovely? Are you ready for it, darling dear? Fee, long time no see. Pinky's up. Slim Jim, how could I forget you, darling dear? You are one of my besties. Well, you all are because you're here and we're having a chat. And you're not what? Trying to check me, boo. Because I'm not having it. I told you, drama is going to find us right at the point of not having it, blood, right? And right dang, bang, back in the middle of obstrepery, mate. Noisy and difficult to handle. Why? Because you're thinking clearly and you're speaking the truth, Ruth. Pinkies up. And a Cheryl G, Wagwan, and a big what? Namaste to whomsoever I couldn't get to because I can be such a chatty cat. Who's that, Melissa Morel? Wagwan, Melissa. Big cat, wave. Let's carry on because I told you, I can chat it up, mate. And time is of the essence. Because you've got to get away. You've got to get away to button down your hatches. Practice your big cat walk, darling dear, so that no one can sneak up on you with drama. Right, just the one. Thank you. Ooh, we have the Hangman, Lagaz, on its face, darling dear. This speaks about someone who likes to cause confusion, right? Despair. They're perverse, darling dear. They even want to bring someone to the point of what? Taking themselves out. Madness, darling dear. Proper madness, barking at passing cars. The spirit of confusion is afoot. But the Hangman in reverse also reminds you, big cat, you've got to see it from a different perspective. They're trying to steal your power grid, and you are the protector of said power grid. Not every battle must you attend, darling dear. They can invite you all they want, but you don't always have to get intent. No, mate, too busy getting great, using the energy of Capricorn in Mercury, darling dears, before it turns on us, right, on the 29th of December. We're using that to buff up our craniums, work on our careers, our multiple streams of income, right, getting the higher knowledge, right, being keyboard gangsters, and all out and out, just not having it, right? No time for the egos, which is no one's amigo. Lagaz, darling dears, lean in, big cat, is represented by Neptune and water energy. Neptune is about being a seeker. Somebody who is what? Not a seeker, darling dear. They like to what? What's that thing? They like to capture other people's intel, or polyglot. The way polyglot is the way you speak, the way you put your words together. Somebody's trying to capture your essence and be you. Ha ha! What's wrong with them? Everyone's taken. Why can't they be themselves? As skullduggerous and bottom-feeding, dull-eyed, right, simpleton as they are. Why can't they be themselves? No one's begging to be them. No one's checking for them, boo. The energy of Neptune, darling dears. Neptune is the 9th planet, so we have the 9. Isolation is key for what? Self-improvement as well as self-examination. It also speaks about what? Your mystical capacity, your psychic abilities, darling dears. Somebody's trying to test your gangster. They want to see if you really are what you say you are. Imagine that. They're trying to test you. How can they test you and they're not God? Imagine that. Don't imagine it, big cat. We've got too much going on today. Our career, our multiple streams of income, our higher knowledge, keyboard gangsters, and the most biggest thing that you must not give up today, big cat. Your psychological password, blood. Your hair, they'll be rapid with your hairline, blood. You'll have a reverse friar tuck by the time the moon comes up tonight. Don't allow it. Because you'll be going home with all of the pain they've got inside of them. They would have given it to you as their dark gift, darling dear. Don't get involved. Lagaz is represented by the letter L, the number 99 and 15. Somebody's lacking in imagination, but your mind is expanded, darling dears. Your perspective must be of a higher sort. Remember, karma will come for us all. Just because you think, okay, well, this person is a dummy bat, and I'm in a position to tell them they're a dummy bat, doesn't mean that you must waste your time. They've got to undummy bat themselves, darling dear. It's not for you to point it out. It's for you to get great. Keep it popping, right? And make everything appear to be easy. Winning through your actions, not through your words. Law number 9 of the 48 laws of power. Anyhow, must press on. Right? What card are we going to use? We're going to use the life lesson cards to get the ancestral message. They want to come and start something. They want to be starting something. Come through, Michael J. Well, guess what? Beat it! Beat it! Yes, baby. They better beat it with that foolishness. Back away, I told you, shoulders back, chin up. In matter of fact, we're serving nostrils this season. Yeah, we're so bougie, our head is so far up and back, darling dear. We're serving nostrils. Who can argue with nostrils? Yes, you have to show strength, darling dear. Strength for the wise. This also looks like a shield maiden, a Viking shield maiden, darling dear. The baddest cat on the field. She could kill 100, right? And she could wrap the wounded, sail the boat back to their domicile, cook dinner, educate the children, and still be ready for the rumpy pumpy. Once it's bedtime, the shield maidens are the baddest of the Vikings, in my opinion. Everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. Even your ancestors are telling you to be strong today, darling dears. Don't be pulled about by those dull-eyed bottom feeders, right? They don't understand that it's time for them to come off the field and go into the barn. And it's not for you to show them that, darling dear. Sometimes your strength is in your silencio. But you could listen. Even though you've shut your mouth, they can't shut your face. Your face has a mind as its own, and your body language has a mind as its own. You know, they'll see it by your face and your body language that you ain't the one, blood. You ain't the one. Being strong, darling dear. You've been through so much, darling dears, and you've got so much further to go. I told you, life is a journey, and it's about the journey, not the destination. The destination is dodo dead, blood. Dead, right? With Father God pushing across the tableau. This is what you were supposed to do. What did you actually do? Listen, you don't want to be answering these hard questions to Father God, who's got all of the intel, what you're going to do, what you're going to say. You better get great while you're here, big cat. Let's get one more card. Love and light. These are my go-to moves. Love and light. That's how you've got to treat everything today, darling dears. With what? 2 of these and 1 of those. And in some cases, especially if you are in that toxic work environment, you've just got to serve love and light. You can't say it, right? They'll have you in bureaucracy before you can say what's going on. I didn't mean it. Your purpose is to bring divine healing light and love to this world. Yes, baby. It's not to tongue wrestle or tussle in the dust with bottom feeders today. No, it's a big no-no. Step away from the drama, big cat. Understand whom you are and what you've got to lose. Do you want to lose the assistance of your ancestral team? Do you want God to be sitting high and looking low at you? I don't want the eyes of God on me in those circumstances, right? Just in congratulations and blessings, as I congratulate and bless the Most High, Father God, Mother Isis, back. Your heart chakra, darling dears. Just notice she's holding her hands there. Guard your heart, for from your heart springs the well of your life, darling dear. Proverbs 4:23. Don't get involved in emotional arguments, darling dears. They're going to try and come for everything. They're coming for everything. They, them, and Ace of the deck. Yes, baby. I know you're going to want to say this and that. But there's a time for everything, darling dears. Sometimes, even though you are the right person to tell them and dress them down thoroughly, right? Sometimes you've got to leave them to come out of their own mistakes by themselves. You said what you said previously. You don't have to repeat yourself. You are not a tape recorder. They can't just rewind you. No. It also speaks about some of you are going to be coming out as natural leaders. You have the gift of the gap, darling dear. Your words, the way you articulate, and your polyglot is for the gods. This is a time for you to speak up for yourself, whether it's in a job interview, whether it's an interview. I'm saying something about housing. Also an interview to do with a contract. Somebody's interviewing today, darling dears. Make sure that you speak up, darling dears, and speak your best. And you have to understand, in order to speak as a learned folk on a subject, you have to research it up the Watusi. Let them be wanting more. Why? Because you're full of it. Intel, I mean, nothing else. Intel and love and light. Yes, baby, fist bump. Let's carry on. It says your life purpose involves the skills of oration. You talk the things, darling dears, but you choose when to speak and when to be silent. The wisest person in the room is the one with the what? Active listening ear, blood. Choose your moment wisely. London G, Wagwan G, fist bump. Glad you could pop in on your busy day. As I sip my mocha. Because I ain't getting smoke, blood. No one's making my heart go boom diddy boom. I'm not having it. I'm already at war with Nissan, right? War. Huh. I'm up for it, mate. And they are not, I repeat, getting my psychological password, nor am I getting angry. When you get angry, it puts a cancer in your brain, darling dear. Not literally, but it causes what? A breakdown of what? Cognitive dissonance, darling dears. It'll give you that. You won't understand, you won't be able to articulate your words, and they've already Lord Jesus, they've already won. Somebody in here, right, wants you to repeat something to them. Somebody who's been, what, had you at drama.com. I told you they want you on the rinse and repeat, right, to drain your power grid. Don't allow it, big cat. Don't get smoked, or smoke yourself. Let's get a deck. Gonna use the Art Nouveau deck. Haven't used that in a while. Base of the deck, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, foreign people and foreign places. It also speaks about a journey, or even what? A chariot of righteousness. It speaks about a mobile home. Maybe somebody's going to be what? Going to do the van life, or mobile home life, or somebody's about to book a mobile home. Booking ahead before they lock down the whole country, darling dear, the whole world, right? Where you can't go here and you can't go there. They want you to do the hokey pokey at home, darling dear, in your house. Locked in. But anyway, I digress again. The Wheel of Fortune is a 10, darling dears. 10 speaks about renewal because a cycle has come to an end, an ending of a cycle. Go and watch my previous reading, darling dears. The Wheel of Fortune is represented by Jupiter as well as fire energy. It speaks about cycles. Something unexpected and spontaneous is about to what? Come towards you. The Wheel of Fortune also speaks about what? A karmic relationship. Somebody's going to try and get some karma put on you today, darling dears, by drawing you out. Don't be drawn, big cat. Don't be drawn out. You don't want that karmic smoke. It also speaks about what? A good outcome. This is about you what? Knowing how to harness yourself, rein yourself in, big cat. Jupiter is about expansion. And plus the fire energy, darling dears, you will be that napalm. But do you really want to what? Give yourself the karma by wasting your time? Don't do it. This also speaks about what? Distance, lands. Again, somebody's going to be planning a travel. Maybe you're going to be going on a driving holiday, or you're going to be driving your chariot of righteous to get to your holiday destination. Be very careful, darling dears, because why? Opportunists are afoot. Opportunists that are going to try and test your gangster. This also speaks about the progress that you've made. Yes, baby, because you're a big cat. It also speaks about some of you are feeling more in better health. This is coming off the back of surgeries, some kind of illness, something that was bringing a big cat down. You are coming out on the other side with luck on your side. The energy of Jupiter, darling dears. Lean in, big cat. Lean in. Jupiter is the sixth planet. The sixth planet. Jupiter rules Sagittarius, the only weaponized zodiac sign, darling dears. It also speaks about some kind of material abundance is about to be what? Put in your face, darling dears. But not every gift that is being gifted to you at this time is a cup for you to drink from. You must use your intuition and choose wisely, because not everything that is handed to you, darling dear, is on a platter. Because the next thing you know, you're on said platter with an apple in your mouth, going heading for the oven, darling dear. Heading for the oven. Again, this is pointing to higher education. Somebody's wondering about it, or they've actually begun a higher education, whether in an establishment or a keyboard gangster. This education that you are choosing to take on is going to be beneficial to you, darling dear, in the long run. It's going to create a new cycle in your life. Let's see what else is going on for you, big cat. It's at the 30 already. I can be such a chatty cat. But I got to tell you these things. You're my best friend. You're my best friend. I sound like Chucky then. No, blood. No, I don't mean it like that. No. No. Right, okay. Energy around you, King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is somebody who has multiple streams of income. This is an older male or female. Somebody who's set, darling, their present energy. Could possibly be someone who is paying attention to you. The Pentacles also represent online. Maybe somebody's checking out your lines online. Baby! They better not come up on you as a surprise because you're ready for them. You're not going with no one that's got chloroform and duct tape. It won't turn out well for you, big cat. It won't. The King of Pentacles is also seen as someone as being the one, or somebody is seeing you as being the one. Pentacles is something tangible. It could be for a job, multiple streams of income. It could be a benefactor or a supporter. Somebody's about to support your shiznai. If it's the form of a business loan, darling dear, this is the time to ask for it, darling dear, because you will get the blessings. What's this? What did I say? I can't make it up. Your ships are going to come in. This is about your long-term goals and plans. Because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And failure is not something a big cat is what comfortable with. No, we use the failure. Just like, was it Einstein that said he failed 10,000 times? Or was it the other one, Edison? He failed 10,000 times and he learned 10,000 ways not to do shiznai. Listen, fail your way to the top, big cat, but never give up. No, lay down, I beg you, because something important is coming your way. The first card we saw was the Wheel of Fortune, darling dear, and ships coming in. Maybe the ships that are coming in are the ships full of what? Hoodwinkers, blood. Be very careful. You have something to lose. They don't, darling dears. Be very careful. Circumstances and situations that you've turned your back to. This is a what? Spiritual testation that's been popping off today. Clarify these ships coming in because the drama failed. The magnets, darling dear. Clarify the Three of Wands. Yeah. As I said. We'll take these two cards off. Tower moment. Avoid what they want to suddenly change. It could be your outlook. It could be your freedom. The Tower also represents prison. Some of you are going to narrowly avoid going to prison today, darling dears. Prison? Prison? We can't go to prison. We've got to be free to sock it to them. Only R. Kelly must be in prison. Yeah, that's where he needs to be. Anyhow, right? I digress again. Tower moment on its face, represented by fire, Mars, and Uranus energy. Someone is going to do something significant to you today, darling dears, and they're expecting you to act a certain way. In the upright, it's about arguments. They're expecting you to argue, darling dears. This person is going through a crisis in their life at this moment in time, whether in their relationship, their work field, whatever path they've chosen, it's skullduggerous and it's dark, and they can't even trust their own shadow after dark on said path. This is somebody who is extremely dramatic and they don't like to change their situation. This is a finger pointer that likes to be blame shifting and mean. Avoid them. Yes, baby. You better choose wisely. They're seeing that you have multiple options, darling dears. Options on how to live your life, and every one of them doesn't include them. Your cup runneth over. We'll come back around. Let's get some more intel. Somebody's going to try their hardest. They're going to use lots of different methods to try and get you, darling dears. Involve you in what? Subterfuge and bull swanky. Right? Knight of Pentacles also speaks about this person is slow to pop off, darling dears, or they've been planning it for some time. Somebody that's been trying to come towards you, this person is going to try and appear loyal. They're going to try and appear to be meticulous, industrious, but we know they're going nowhere fast, blood. Right? Why are they trying to appear and show all of this to the big cat who don't care about nothing but the Most High themselves and their progenies? Right? Why are they trying to come through as being loyal? Someone you can rely on. Why are they trying that? They ain't loyal. They're a page. Pwah! And the Page of Swords, somebody who has what? The inner child of Chucky, darling dears. Yeah. They come with the whisperings of Hannibal Lecter. This is somebody who's jealous, somebody who's been watching how you move. It could be a past person, it could be a new person entering your hemisphere. Darling dear, but this person's inner child is crack on crazy, lying and spying, and it also speaks about someone that has been watching you for a period of time. With the Knight of Pentacles, they've been watching you. They've been watching your growth game, darling dear. They've been watching you boss up. They've been watching you what? Continue to turn your shapely back. Law 16. They don't like it. Well, they better learn to lump it while they sit on the plastic chairs. Someone give them a straw so they can suck it up. Or even a cape for the what? The big mad. A cape with a BM on the back. Are we going to clarify with this deck? Why not, eh? We're here. Clarify the King of Pentacles. Look at this. Someone is definitely obsessed about your what? Your gangster. Someone who is jealous, gossiping, mean, spying, a full-on Jezebel spirit. Revelations 2:20, darling dear. I told you, someone that likes to argue. Someone that likes to argue in public and draw all the attention, darling dear. Yeah, somebody wants to have you out there as what? A Punch and Judy show? Today, big cat, don't allow it. This person is jealous of everything. They'll be even jealous of how you're able to what? Control yourself today, King of Pentacles, because you've got shiznai to lose. Not only your temper, darling dear, you'll lose all of the good dharma that you've brought to your life. Someone who's obsessed, it could be male or female energy. It could also be someone that you was in a partnership. You was rolling with a Mitch bitch or a bitch Mitch. Yeah, I said it and I'll say it again. Someone who's obsessed. Someone whom you've turned your back on, darling dear. But if this type of person, you have to keep one eye over your shoulder because they may try and get you in your back chakras. This is someone who is spell casting. This goes to what? Four of Wands. They don't like the fact that you're stable. It also speaks about an invitation, right? So, like I said, the invitation to argue with somebody who is bitter is going to be strong today, big cat. You must resist. You heard the bell. Confirmation, darling dear. Resist with your everything. Realize and remember what you have to move. This Three of Wands is about action. It's also about movement. We already discussed Mercury talking about the short journeys. Some of us will be taking, if you're not journeying to work or to get your groceries in, darling dears, you're going to be taking an in-pronto journey. Be very careful with your comings and goings. Somebody's going to try and start it with you, darling dears. Why must you continue to turn your shapely back? But be ready for it like a cat, yeah? Dexterous, bouncy on the balls of your feet, right? You're not having nobody what punch you in your face, give you a whole what panda bear look for Crimbo. I think not, Scotty. Oh, think not. What fell on the tower? You better choose to be wise, darling dear. And this is not what blind choices. Make a conscious effort not to tongue wrestle with no bottom feeders today. They will get you on a hamster wheel. They want a public spectacle, darling dears. A spectacle. Listen. A spectacle. Listen. The only spectacle, right, that needs to be great is the one you create, darling dear, as you continue to get great, right? Law 37 of the 48 laws of power. They want a spectacle, darling dears. Choose your own mental well-being, darling dears. These are people that definitely need to come off the field and go into the barn. And someone to board them into the barn, seal them in, just like the Chinese are doing to all of their residents, sealing them in and starving them out. Listen, I saw a VT on TikTok yesterday. They're not ramping blood. And if you dare to have a cough, they take your progeny off, mate. They're gone with your picnic them. Yeah. But I told you, under straw man law, if somebody is coming into your home, social services, child protective services, and you know that you're a good parent, that it's going on lies and subterfuge, under the straw man law, because when you're born on your birth certificate, right, your name is in capital letters, they create you as a corporation. That is a fictitious being where you didn't take any interview, right? You're not being paid for any job, that working for the state, right? None of these things. So the only right they have to take is the birth certificate, and they have to have that birth certificate within 48 hours. They can't take the physical child. Why? It's a fictitious being. The only thing they're entitled to take is the birth certificate. For those that are having issues with what? Wicked people that have been waiting for some time to what? Activate their plans on you, darling dear. Yeah. Oh, I wanted to tell you, because I wanted to make sure that you was clued up on what I was talking about. This guy, Lloyd Strayhorn. If you want to get into your numerologies, darling dears. Yes, baby. Right. I told you every week I like to learn something new or double back on something, because knowledge is power and power is power. And I'll have nothing else said. Right, let's get back to the read. What's this? A firm decision you must make. Know your worth, darling dear. Unhealthy situation that is going to what? Pour what negativity onto you, darling dears. Know your worth and add tax. This is about you what? Keeping your calm. The High Priestess doesn't pop off. Why? The High Priestess has secrets, darling dears. Understanding that you are what? Raising in your vibration. This is a spiritual testing. Don't be tested today. Two major arcana of the dark and the light, darling dear. Be a soldier for the light. And be your what? Biggest advocate. Not allow yourself to get into situations. The High Priestess is represented by moon energy, darling dears. Yeah, baby. It's a time for you to what? Reflect. And it also speaks about someone who is being secretive around you, a partner or a friend. They're being especially secretive. Why? Because they're doing F shit in the background, darling dear. Some of them are choosing to end the situation with you, darling dear, but they've not notified you of it. Ghost Station is also on the tableau today, darling dears. They're putting their Caspers into place. If someone takes themselves off, but they're basura. Thank you. God made them leave. Don't get involved with any skulldugger's underhanded shiznai, darling dears. This is any form of a quick fix. We've already spoke about the business loans as well as the higher education. There is no, listen, especially in educating yourself, there is no shortcut. You've got to go through it. This is about raising your vibration, activating your cranium, darling dear. We are thinkers, and we only use what is purported to be 5% of our brain. Well, baby, I'm going for a strong 7 or 8 of my brain, right? I spend the time. Spend the time what? Considering your next step forward, darling dear. 3 of Wands. Focus on your long-term goals. Remember what you have to lose, darling dears. Focus on the trips you're going to take, but move in silence. Don't tell anyone where you're going, especially if you're going on a trip around water. Be very careful, darling dears. Be very careful. Some of you may even be on vacay around the water. Be very careful around the water today. All right. Clarify the 3 of Wands. Again, we go back. Okay. Yes. Who God bless, no man can curse. This is also what? A reminder to turn your back to any form of what? Subterfuge. And Bill Swanky, thedrama.com, right? When God is taking care of you, darling dear, you are protected with Ephesians 6:13, a whole spiritual armor. It's about you being wise and choosing yourself, darling dear. This is about having the knowledge moving forward, Taurus energy. In the upright, Taurus is the 2nd house. It's protector of your values, darling dears. Divine is trying to remind you of your values and what is important to you going forward today. What about these options? Somebody that was trying to choose the right moment to get at you, right? No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Cancer energy, the Chariot on its face. They're not going to be successful. Whatever they're trying to come with today, darling dears, you are being protected. But not only that, you've been pipped at the post by your bestie. Moa. Yeah. Sometimes I get French. If you're going into a partnership, right? A business partnership, and you already had to think twice about this partner, don't do it, darling dears. This person is going to make you crash and burn in a big way. I'm telling you, you're better off being what? Solo dolo, like the boys or girls on the pole. You're the one that's a studious. You're the one that comes with the knowledge. This person may have come with the offer of money, right? But it's also coming with the offer of bankruptcy, darling dear. Don't get involved with a business partner or sign any business contracts today, darling dears. If you've already had to think about them, darling dear, you already know they're the wrong choice. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. What is the message around the Knight of Pentacles? Which is methodical, slow in moving, the slowest knight in the deck. Why? They're conscientious, darling dears. They take the time to what? Look around and plan ahead. Right? Strength card on its face. The Strength card is also clarified by the Eight of Cups. 2 8s on the tableau, darling dears. It speaks about what? Time to reflect. It's about the what? Someone that you had a brief affair with, darling dears. Someone that took your power. The same way that Delilah took Samson's power, darling dear. Someone who chose many over you, darling dear, is not having a lovely time at this moment in time. They're finding it extremely hard to get over you. So therefore, they will be up for a bit of tongue wrestling, right? So they can whisper into your ear like Hannibal Lecter. Yeah, I meant to say Hannibal, but it came out as Hannibal. It's Freudian slip meant to come out. There was a full-on animal, mate. A lying, cheating ass. That came with a two-piece. They're not having a lovely time. And they're watching you get great. They're seeing all of the progress you've made. It looks like you were standing still, but darling dear, you was doing it one day at a time. What about them? Jealous, bitter, spying. And they're not happy at this moment. Their cup runneth over. They've seen you move away from a situation when they thought you'd never leave. They thought you'd stay there and put up with all of their what? Skullduggerous ways. No, babe, you're the red light, green light champion. I told you. Too busy flying high. And this bird definitely flew past their nest, right? They're going to watch you go into union. It also speaks about what? As you continue to move away from the situation, from the person or people that try to take your core strength, darling dears. You're moving into what? The golden period of your life. The hard effort you've made in your work, your studies. Pentacles is tangible. It could also be online. This is my marriage card, darling dears. Moving into better partnerships. Being recognized in a big way. Ring-bearing card and a new beginning. Move forward, darling dears, never backwards. Continue to what? Gain knowledge in every situation so that you can't be took. Base of the deck, Shady Bogady. This is the frenemy, darling dear, the two-faced frenemy, right? The backstabbing family member. That lover, that was a lover of everyone, but not you, big cat. That is the energy that is what? Wanting to cause issues with you. It's also people that are deep in their ego, darling dears. And knock for sure. The King of Knocks. King of Cups on its face. This is somebody who's emotionally manipulative, right? This is somebody who is careless with their words. They go for the juggler every time. This is what? A bottom feeder with the T-Rex arms. To be avoided, darling dears. It's also somebody who is stuck on himself, feeling that they have a better status in life than you. This is somebody that is going to be extremely argumentative. The King of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, darling dears. This is somebody who takes no responsibility. This is somebody who's always blame shifting and mean. This is somebody who's got a lot of issues and they don't know how to manage them. So they're going to chuck all their toys out the pram and try and drag you into drama.com. Don't do it, darling dear. King of Cups is somebody older, or yeah, I'm going with the older age, over the age of 35. Someone who should know better, but their inner child is Chucky. I told you, Page of Swords. This is somebody who was verbally abused as a young child, darling dear. So they have a mommy or daddy issue, possibly even physically beaten. This is somebody that was beaten with weapons, darling dear. They haven't gotten over it. They haven't got the therapy for it. And today you look like the mark. Choose not to get involved. God is telling you don't get involved, right? Be wise, big cat. Hold that book of wisdom. Get some more messages and then we're out of here to get great. lead with, I haven't used these cards in a while. Final messages for the big cat. Use your intuition and your discernment today, darling dears. Very important, right? Because divine is about to give you a clean slate, a fresh start. Leave the past behind you and don't look back. Remember Salt Bay, Lot's wife. Because the time for you to wait, darling dear, is over. It's over. Whatever you've been working hard on, darling dears, you're about to see the fruits of your labors. Surgery, maybe that's what it is. Some of you are getting over a surgical procedure, but it's also telling you to what? Be surgical with your thoughts, your ideas, and your actions. Remember, you are a big cat, and the big cat what? Chronicles must continue. What's this? Hidden in plain sight. That you was the, yes, I said slight, I nearly said sight. Somebody saw you as the black sheep. Well, guess what? It was the best position to be in, darling dear, because you are in a position to say what? Checkmate. And possibly in a legal situation. Darling dears, pay attention to the small print. Remember, we are almost in the what? The pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde in Capricorn. Pay attention to any contracts you sign. Be careful with any contracts you sign leading up to the 29th of December and throughout until the 18th of January. Be very careful because it's your time to shine. Use your intuition and discernment in every situation, and always look at the full perspective of a situation from all angles. You are a thinking cat. Your cranium is so big and full of knowledge, darling dear, especially the knowledge and wisdom of past actions and behaviors. People don't change their behaviors, darling dears. They change the meat suit that they're in. But they must find you what? Obstreperous and at the point of not having it, blood, bra, or cistrine. On that note, I drops me mic, 75 in the chat and only 33 thumbs up. Come on, big cat. You can do it. Please like, subscribe, and share. Share these messages with whomsoever you feel needs it. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Big cat wave. Until we meet again on these tarot screens. Namaste, big cat. Avoid drama.com. Where there's drama, you will not find a big cat. Too busy getting great. Until we meet again. Cat, cat.